Okay, Rabotai, again, this is very important lessons for life, our daily life. Yossi ben Yoez ish Seredah. Pirkei Avot, first Perek, Mishnah Dal. We are continuing Mishnah Dal. Very important Mishnah. Yosef ben Yoez ish Seredah. Yossi ben Honan ish Yerushalayim. What does he say? Yossi ben Yoez Omer, Yehe betecha bedvar lahachamim. Make your house a gathering for the chachamim, for the rabbis. Person has to understand, what's the purpose of the house? Purpose of a house, of course, to bring in kedusha. It says, "Va'asul limikdash, make me shachanti betocham, make yourself kadosh, and Hashem will dwell in there." Every single person's house is kadosh, and we want to uplift that kedusha. How do you uplift that kedusha? By making a gathering amongst chachamim. Now, what is that? What is that? Of course, let's say, for example, there's shi'ur. They're looking to make shi'ur. You know, I told you this, that there was a person on my block, I was so impressed. What did they do? There was one guy, one father, he saw one afternoon, Saturday afternoon, Shabbat afternoon, all the kids were running outside, running, going crazy. The father, Jen, he was going crazy, too much noise. He said, you know what? I'm going to get all the kids right now. He made an announcement, guys, everybody in my house. Says, what do you have? I'm giving out candies, gushers, fruit roll-up, anybody coming in my house. They all ran into his house. And he sat there, and he said, everybody knows how to read Tehillim? He said, yeah. He had like 12 kids. Every kid, boom, boom, boom. You, read from here to there. You read from there to there. You read from there to there. He got everybody in his dining room table, and he said, whoever's going to read is going to get gushers. He went ahead, he gave him a pack. He made his whole house, what? Kedusha. He made his whole house, bedbar lahachamim. Yeah, he made a gathering for what? For the Kedusha to come into his house. Think about all the zchuyot that this guy gets. Every single one of these kids. One time I was in, I told you we were in yeshiva. There was one of the boys there. He had, shekel? Shekel, shekel is like a quarter. And he saw, and he saw all these little kids. He came for dinner. It was dinner time. Every dinner he would walk outside and he would see all the kids playing. He said, all you kids come. Whoever's going to learn the Mishnayot Baal Peh by heart, every Mishnah that you know by heart, I'm going to give you a shekel. He got all the kids lined up every single day. Dinner time, they would come to our yeshiva, wait online. Okay, go you. Shekel. Smart man. He invested wisely. Says, always make sure your house is open for Torah. There was a lady down the block from me. She got maybe 15 ladies every Monday night. They have a learning workshop. What is that? They take a book, they take a sefer, whatever sefer, they read one lesson together, and they discuss the lesson that they learned. And it's been going on for a year or two. She invites the whole block. She puts out baked goods. You have to understand how to do it right. Because sometimes you got to pull them in with cakes and cookies. So she makes sure she makes the best. She finds different ideas how to make it. She makes the best cakes and cookies. So they get forward for it. Not only for the clay, but also for the cakes and cookies. They get it, and don't think the ladies don't like cookies and cakes. They like it, don't worry. But they're on the diet, they eat it. Don't worry about it. They eat it. Huh, Joey? They eat it. They're going to eat it. All right? But that's what it is. You get them in, and you make your house bedvar l'chachamim. Sometimes the rabbi, there's no, the shoes closed, let's say before Pesach, something like that. They need a place where to say derush. Rabbi, come to my house. Make a derush in my house. Make it this, make it that, make it this, make it that. You never know. You want to mekarev people. Sometimes they don't feel comfortable going to a synagogue, going to a shul, beit midrash. They don't feel comfortable. They're wearing shorts, jeans, and who knows what on their ears. I don't know. They don't feel comfortable. So you know what? I know friends that they're not comfortable come to the knis, but in person's house, no, you're coming over my house. It's different scenery. Okay, your house, I'll come over to the house. So they come over and you mekarev the people. Make your house a gathering for chachamim of kedusha. Rabbi Yosef Palacci says, he says, what's another way of making your house, Beit Vaad, a gathering for Chamim, when you have Sefarim in your house. People sometimes, they have to be smart. Have Sefarim in your house, because now, where are the rabbis? The rabbis are all in the books. Of course, you have to get the rabbis in your head, but they're in your books. They're in the Sefarim. You open up the house, you open up the Sefarim. Wow, what does this rabbi say? What does that rabbi say? Sometimes you have to know. I told you, in my house, what do I have? I have you walk in, you have the bookshelf. And when we first started making where we put the Rashba, the Shas, the Mishnayot, we had everything plain. So my wife said, why did you put this over here? Why did you put this? Everything's becheshbon. Everything with calculations. So I put all the English Sfarim. We have English, you have to know this, you have to know that. All the English Sfarim, by like when you first walk in, by like the coffee table where you sit down, you sit down over there. So I said, why do you put it over there? I told her, look, at the end of the day, we're going to have guests. People are going to come in. It's going to be Shabbat. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. So what are they going to do? They're going to come down. They're going to sit here. They're going to say, what are you going to do? Space out on the walls? No, they're going to sit. They're going to see a bookshelf. What's going to interest them? All the different types of Sfarim is going to interest them. Right? They're not on the level of, of the Talmidei Chachamim. They don't know how to open up the Gemara right away. Because if the guy knows how to open up the Gemara, he's going to go get the Gemara. But these guys, guests that we're going to invite sometimes, they're not going to know how to learn Gemara. But at least the English Sfarim, until I come in from shul or something like that, at least they'll be able to learn something. And that's what it was. One time I invited a doctor to the house. I didn't even know he was coming early. He came extra early. I walk into the house. What do I see him reading? I see him reading the English Sefer about the Rambam. All different types of foods that help out, that's very important. Almonds helps this, and carrots help that, and this helps that. So you're reading all through proofs of the Torah. What helps what? I was like, wow, it worked. Look. Make your house full with Sefarim. Yeheh betcha betva ala chachamim. Open it up for the chachamim. Then what does it say? Veheveh mit'abek be'afar raglehem. Mit'abek. What does mit'abek mean, be'afar raglehem? Cling to the dust of their feet. What does that mean? Sometimes you bring the rabbi over. Now he's eating by your house. So now you're sitting and he's sitting. And now already, as you're seeing the rabbi eating and everything like that, you feel now he became your buddy. How you doing, Chacham? What's doing? You're tapping him on the back. Faddal. Have a scotch with me. Have this. Have that. Oh, relax. At the end of the day, he's still the Chacham. You know, he still knows a lot of Torah. And now if you're going to be buddy, what happens? You're not going to accept his knowledge. Say, I'm on the same level as him. And if you don't humble yourself in front of the Chacham, how are you going to accept his wisdom? So therefore, what does it say? You invite him to your house. I know you want to be buddy, but at the end of the day, he's the Chacham. Humble yourself towards him. And when you humble yourself towards him, you'll be able to accept his Torah knowledge. And that's why, what does it say at the end of this Mishnah? And you'll be able to take everything that he's saying and, wow, amazing. This is what the Mishnah is saying. Mishnah is saying, make your house kadosh. Bring Torah in the house. Bring Torah in the house. Show your children. I told you this many, many times. Why is it that sometimes you see the working men, their children all became big rabbis? How? How did it be? You know how it went? I'll tell you how. And then sometimes you have the rabbi, sometimes the kids, sometimes, you know. Says why? Told you this many times. That when he brings Kedusha in the house, the working man came from the rabbi's house. Honey, you don't understand. The kids hear everything. They hear what the daddy's saying. What do they hear? Daddy's talking, wow, you missed it. Sometimes the Chacham will come, the working man says, I went to the Torah shiur, what an amazing shiur. The rabbi said this, the rabbi said that, wow. And before you know it, the kid says, oh, my father likes rabbis, I want to be a rabbi. From young, I love rabbis too, I want to be a rabbi, I want to be a Chacham. And it becomes Chacham. And every single word of the Torah that this boy learns is in your zchut. Why? Because you love the rabbis. You showed your child, look what happened. Look, you learned the Torah. Torah is amazing. And therefore the kid gets influenced. I told you many times. What happened? One mother says to the child, what's your name? So he says, Jack. Jack, you're not Jack. You're Chacham Yaakov. He was 6 years old. Oh, I'm Chacham Yaakov. He thinks Chacham. He ended up being a big Chacham. He ended up becoming a big Chacham. You hear what's going on? We always have to instill ourselves the Kedusha in our house. Yeheh betcha bedva'ad lechachamim. Make your house all spread up with Kedusha. Bring simcha to the house. Bring happiness to the house. Show your children that the Shabbat is beautiful. Make it happy for them. Make it happy for them. Don't make it like no. Let the father go ahead. Tell them a nice story. Children love stories. Get them Shabbat candy. This is Shabbat candy. They have this, they have that. Owning Shabbat. Let them enjoy Shabbat. They're going to get older. They'll never forget what their daddy did on the Shabbat table. When the holidays come around. Make it happen for them. Before the holiday or before Shabbat, Rabotai, you put in a CD, and now we're dancing. What are you dancing? Dad? Dancing for the Kedusha of the Shabbat. It's coming. Grab your kids in a circle. They'll never forget that their whole life. They'll never forget that. And then when they become parents, they're going to take their children. You know what my daddy used to do? Before Shabbat, he was so happy. He was so happy for the Hagim. He used to buy us gifts, small gifts for the happy. Every holiday, we used to get something small. Wow. They grow up and they love the religion. They start loving Judaism. They love it. Wow. I can't wait for Pesach. I took my kids for Chol HaMoed this Pesach. I took them for Chol HaMoed, a little trip, this, that. They love it. They can't wait. This is great. They start excited for the excitement of the Torah and the mitzvot and the holidays and the Shabbat.